What is guanin, peeps? What is guanin? If you are here, you at the Daily Spiritual Tea. Thank you for joining me. It's a wonderful, well, it's not so wonderful morning, but it's a wonderful morning for me. It's a bit grey and cold and it's a bit rainy and the weather cleared up, but it's gone back to normal now. Well, it might not be where you are, but where I am, it's horrible rainy weather. But that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. You still are grateful to be here. So let's see what's going to come out today, people. Let's see what's going to come out today. So I've got the sniffles again. I don't know what's it's this change of weather. But do you know what I'm looking at today? I should have said. I always forget to do that now. I'm looking at these oracle cards today to see what messages come out of here, and it's called the Wisdom of the House of the Night. I've had to turn on my light today because it's so dark. But normally, lately, I didn't need to do that, but I do today. But they've got some beautiful cards in here, so let's just find out what the hell's going on. So, Holy Spirit, holy angels, beloveds, thank you for your guidance, protection, assistance. Please give me a message for the collective. What do we need to hear today? What spiritual tea do we need to hear today? Thank you. And I've got my thing in the way. But yes, let's see what messages we have. Holy Spirit, holy angels. And you know I don't take dropouts, but invisible. Do you feel invisible? I hope not. But let's see what message comes out. Holy Spirit, holy angels, thank you for your guidance, protection, assistance. Please give us the message for the collective. What does the collective need to hear today? Thank you, Spirit. So let's get some cards out, shall we? Let's get a card out and see what comes out. Okay. So it's complicated. What's complicated? Is it your life that's complicated? Is your situation complicated? Work, romance, men, money, and children. I always say it. It's got to be one of these three problems: men, money, or children. Or flip it. Men, women, and children. It's got to be one of these. It's got to be complicated. Why is this here? It's just a picture of this is unusual. It's a number two that might be significant to you, but complicated. Let's find out why this is here because that's an interesting one. Please give us the message, Spirit. So it's number two and it says complicated. Oh no, it's not number two, it's number 11. Oh, 11, 11. It's not number two, it's number 11. Please, I stand corrected. The 11 card is one of those twin flame soulmate connection cards. Do you know, if you're one of those people that writes what 11, 11, 11, 11, it keeps getting 11, 11. This is about a soul connection. Oh my goodness. Let's see what it says here. So complicated. My sweet one, wouldn't it be nice if life was always simple and things were obvious and transparent? Oh my goodness, see? Are you thinking about things and why things don't have things are so complicated? It says drawing this symbol remind you, and I'm going to put it up so you can see it. Remind you that sometimes there's so many elements to consider that it can be next to impossible to understand them all in the moment, especially when you most want to find an answer. Right now, things are complex, and only time will help you put all the pieces of the puzzle together. Just remember, simple can also be boring, and complications can make for deeper, more mature experiences. Don't try to figure out this. Try and figure this one out. Just be open and follow the threads of life's mysterious webs. Now, I don't know what your circumstances are, but yes, humans have this habit of being complicated, full stop. But we need to know why this is here. And I'm not going to drag this out too much. We're going to keep it short and sweet today because it's quite early. What's at the bottom of the deck is focus. Focus. Cycles. Do you need to close cycles? Honesty. Is someone not being honest with you? I could keep going. I'm not going there. I'm not going there. But complicated is here. And like, yeah, we're all complicated. We all got situations going on some way, shape, or form. But look here, I'm using the Santa Merde today. Them bones, them dry bones. And I'm going to use these today to get a message. At the bottom is strength. Lord, give me strength with my situations. Holy Spirit, Holy Angel, look at that God, strength. Oh my goodness, fighting a dragon. Are you fighting your own dragons? Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, why is the card complicated here? What is it that's complicated for the collective? What messages do you need to give us? Why is it so complicated, Spirit? Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, beloveds, thank you for your guidance, protection, assistance. Please give us a message for the collective. Please give us a message in reference to complicated. Why is life having to be so complicated? What is it that you find is so complicated? Is it this love situation? Is it a work situation? Is it a home situation? Is it even a family situation that's complicated? Let's find out, shall we? Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, thank you. Let's see. So, oh, King of Cups. Is that who's complicated? But do you know this could be you as well? I mean, it's complicated. You don't want to show love, but you have great love. Why don't you want to show love? Do you have to be strong? Look, because you're reaping what you sow. This is the Seven of Cups. You're thinking about your options. What is it about this? Let's see what else comes out. Look, a match, the Queen of Cups. Oh my goodness, here we go. Let's see. Then we got all the characters are coming out today. It's complicated. Oh my goodness. I see a message already, but not a spiritual one, I have to say. But look, the Knight of Wands. Oh my goodness. So there's three characters come out here. We got the King, the Queen, and we got the King of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Wands. Now you know what my Queen of Wands is, don't you? And we've even got the player from the Himalayas, the Knight of Wands. What's at the bottom of the deck? The Two of Cups. Oh my God. There's only one way I can put this today. It's like you've got a divine. See, look, the 1111. It's complicated. Whatever this connection is, I've got 5 cards here, and I could go deep on the 5 cards. But here is the match. The Queen and Queen of Cups. This is a divine connection. When I see pairs and matches, it's a divine connection. Now, is it that both of you are confused about what to do now? Both of you are confused about what to do in this situation because one of you is not like the other. One of you is like, yeah, this King of Cups, like I always like to say, the King of Cups has great love. But they might have in the past actually hidden it from you, and that the love that they have for you, they've hidden from you, or they showed you something different that they didn't. Do you know what I mean? That they didn't love you. They exercised their options. But now it's just an illusion. It's confusion for them. It's confusion. And who's causing the confusion? Dun dun dun. I can't get a spiritual message out of this because it's too much. I could, but I'd be pushing it. But what I'm getting here is the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is the karmic or this person that's interfering in this life. And this is why this person's having in and out energy because of this person. Then this karmic could be a mother-in-law, could be somebody they deal with as a mother. It could be one something like that. It could be, do you know what I mean? It could be someone that is I don't know, a friend, a lover, a mother figure, a mother-in-law, somebody who's interfering in this situation. But what it's resulting in is this in and out energy, and it's complicated. Did this person not mean to do this? Did this person always thought you was going to come back to them? Because after all, there is a match here. There's a match here. And this person thought that you could always come back. Now, if I was to go down the spiritual road, okay, sometimes you have to be in this energy of not giving an F. You have to be in this energy of not giving an F because life is complicated. And the choices, whatever the actions we take, is complicated. For every action, there's a reaction, isn't there? For every action, there is a reaction. And this is what you have to think about, people. You are normally this loving, caring person, and you are somebody who's a get up and go person. But don't rush into things. When you see this one here, don't rush into things because life is complicated. Think about it. I'm getting this message of thinking about it. Do you know what I mean? But I'm getting here. But the second, like I said, I got out the second story first today because it's a difficult one. It's like there was a divine match here. Somebody exercised their free will and then picked shit. Do you know what I mean? And this is why the karmic is in play here. I could keep going, but somebody was the player from the Himalayas and they exercised their right. It's this King of Cups. Take it, flip it, switch it. It king or queen, masculine or feminine energy. Somebody exercised their right, and they had this in and out. They were the player from the Himalayas, or they thought they was, and they thought they had all these options, but they realized who you are now. This person realized who you are, and it's like, although they're coming with the hot and cold energy, you might even have no contact with this person. You might be like, you hear from this person periodically. This person loves you. This person wants to be with you. This person is figuring out who you really are to them. Do you know what I mean? But this Queen of Wands is in the way. Is somebody still in the way? Is somebody still interfering in this situation? It could be years. It could be months, it could be weeks, it could be years, but I'm getting it's at least, for some of you, it's years that this has been going on. Wow. I've only got 5 cards out, but look, what's at the bottom of the deck is the Two of Cups. This is a divine union, and somebody's trying to stop it. Do you know what I mean? What's in reverse here? The Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is like, maybe there was great heartbreak here, but both of you have got out of this situation, or there was heartbreak in this situation. The Three of Swords in reverse is the heartbreak. It was heartbreak, but that's been healed. Do you know what I mean? There was heartbreak and it's healed. So what does that mean? Heartbreak that's healed. Let's see what else is here. Yeah, things are changing, cycles are closing. Are you finding people are trying to come back, or people trying to, you feel people's energy? Look, the Hierophant, somebody's come to a higher learning, understanding, but cycles are closing. Or it could be that one or the other of you are closing cycles in reference to these interfering people. You're closing cycles in reference to these interfering people, and it's like there's a change of heart here for somebody, or for some of you. Wow. I didn't mean to go down this road today, but it's complicated. We have to go there. It's complicated. Do you know there's all sorts of reasons why people are in separation, but somebody wants to come into union here. Somebody wants this union, and somebody's healed from this situation. But does healing mean that you've moved on, or does it mean that you want to give this a second go? Because with divine unions, it's almost like bang, you come together, and then it's bang, triggering, and then you separate again until you actually figure out who you guys are, and how you figure out, because there's always lessons in these divine unions. It's almost like you've got to learn to love yourself. You've got to learn to love yourself. You've got to love, and you've got to come to some understanding that this is your person. And if it's a true divine counterpart, they won't be able to leave you alone. So I'm going to leave that there, people, because it was meant to be a daily spiritual tea, but the cards that come out, there's matches here. There's a match here. There's a divine union. And when I see the 11, I mean, I should have known from when I seen the 11. It's complicated. The situations that you're in are always going to be complicated. Do you know what I mean? But it's for you to have the discernment, because I'm getting these people are coming back. I keep getting that message. I mean, it's in divine timing, but it's like some of you are on new timelines where you're actually discovering your worth. You're discovering who you are. And these people are feeling the energy of you drifting away, of moving away from this situation. And you might have even found new loves, but it's not going to be the same. Sometimes it's just not the same. And sometimes you resign yourself to these new loves and you just think, oh, well, person is treating me how my counterpart treat my this person is treating me better than my counterpart did. But it's complicated, and this person needs to tell you what the complications are, but they're not doing that. Maybe you could have seen with this person if they were honest with you. I'm getting this, like, this is down to trust issues now. You've got to learn to trust each other if this is going to work. You've got to be able to talk about anything. Louis, you thought you could talk about anything to your person. I'm going deep now, but they just didn't see it that way. Hello, Kim. Good morning. You've come just when I'm leaving. I've got this whole thing, but it's just complicated. Oh my goodness. It's just just complicated. What do you do about this situation, though? What do you do? It's just complicated. But there's certainly a divine match. I mean, it could be that, this person is a new person, but they've still got this karmic in tow. It could be a new person in your life and it's complicated. They want to come forward to you, but it's like they're confused as to do that because they see you as this person, but they definitely want a union. It could be a new person because you've healed with this Three of Swords in reverse. Yeah, you went through heartbreak. When you see this card, yes, of course you went through heartbreak, but it's in reverse. You're healed. And it's like, cycles are closing. Cycles are closing. And either your person or you have come to some higher learning, higher understanding that this is a commitment that could last. If only somebody would get their finger out. It could be a new, it's like a secret admirer type of thing I'm seeing here as well. But also, the secret admirer's got interference, and they need to get rid of the interference before they can move forward to you. Because I'm going to say it one last time, it's complicated. Good morning, V. Good morning, Kay. Do you know what? You've come just as when I'm leaving, but whatever it is, it's complicated. Life is complicated. We humans are complicated. Things are just complicated, full stop. But it's for us to actually go within and figure out what we need to do about these complications of life. And that's all there is to it. But because this has come up with the 1111, I'm going to say it again. This is divine connections. It's number 11. The situations that you're in are complicated. That's all it is. Complications. Anyway, I'm gonna love and leave you now, guys. You're gonna have to do the replay. Because I've been at it for a little while, but I can't even say there's a true spiritual message that's coming out of this. All I can see is that sometimes you've got to hold back your love because of confusions, and sometimes you've got to be your own best friend. You've got to be your own, because life is complicated. Yes, you're this loving, caring person, but sometimes there's interference in this thing. There's interference in life in general, and it's just complicated. You know, come in union with yourself. Come in union with yourself, because before you can love somebody else truly and deeply, you have to learn to love yourself. You have to learn to love yourself. And yeah, you've been through some heartbreak and some pain. You've been through all sorts of nonsense, okay? But you've healed, or you're healing. You're definitely on the right track. And this is what this card is about, the Three of Swords in reverse. Do you know what I mean? Cycles are closing. You're releasing stuff. You're getting rid of stuff. You're overcoming stuff. You're feeling the fear. You're moving on. Yes, you've just come to a higher learning, higher understanding. But sometimes some commitments are just not worth the fight, and you have to move on. But either way, you've come to this higher wisdom, higher understanding with this higher font, and you've just got to move on. Sometimes you've just got to learn to move on, because it's complicated. And I'm going to leave it there, people. Okay, so until next time, you guys take care.